Stoveleg Media, igniting conversation.
Welcome to True Crime to Go. What can I get for you?
Well, give me 3 pumpkins. Feeling a little spooky, so why don't you give me some Halloween-themed crime if you got any?
Pull up to the second window and we'll see you next crime.
Welcome to True Crime to Go. I am John, here with Jamie. How you doing, man?
Did you have to go old man on the, I feel like you were going country and you ended up in your 80s.
Yeah, I made a choice in the middle of that to really drive that persona home, you know?
Yeah, and the persona represented in this case is one that, I don't know you want to actually represent in life, but such a wild, wild story. And we only have 10 minutes, so why don't you get us rolling?
Before I get started, I do want to say this crime feels like it is straight out of Jellicoe, Tennessee in the 1990s. This has so many feelings of home, and it's bad. I'm not saying it's not bad, but I'm saying I can't believe I didn't see this growing up in Jellicoe.
And I can't believe it's happening today, but it is.
All right, so we are going to take you on a Halloween-themed case, and we're going to be talking about the decoration of a home in Stanton, which is in Powell County, Kentucky. And this man's house was decorated for Halloween, and he gets arrested for it. So why would that be the case? Well, it all started earlier this month, October of 2025. There was an afternoon when in Stanton, Kentucky, around 2 p.m., the Powell County Sheriff's Office received a call stating that there was a potential domestic or terroristic threat happening via Halloween decorations at a home on Court Street. So this is a very small town, a very rural area out in the middle of nowhere. And, you know, not much about Halloween would normally trigger this kind of crime. So what was going on at this house, dude?
Yeah, so officers arrived and they saw something that they did not expect and was very unsettling. In this front yard were 5 fake bodies wrapped in plastic trash bags, all clearly labeled. One of them was hanging from a rope with, like it had hanged itself. So had put this up in effigy, and it was labeled District Judge. The others were either laid out or mounted, and they had labels as well: Mayor, Commonwealth Attorney, and then SIS, which is probably some local office there. Zoning Manager even made the list. So he is essentially hanging city officials or hanging effigies of city officials up all over his yard for Halloween.
So the homeowner, 58-year-old Stephan Marcum, refused to remove the decorations or discuss them with law enforcement. So he ended up being arrested at his home and charged with intimidating a witness in the legal process and third-degree terroristic threatening. Yeah, I mean, I totally get it. Like, if you're great buddies with the judge, I could see how this could be funny, but he's not. And even then, it's a stretch to say it's funny. So, this is more odd and concerning, especially in the times we're living in. Any threat nowadays is taken very seriously with everything we have going on.
And it just seems, I don't know, there's so much happening in Eastern Kentucky, and I would categorize this as Eastern Kentucky as well, that it's a mess, man. There's so many bad things going on, and there are a lot of city officials that are taking heat and that are genuinely doing bad things, and there are some who are genuinely not. And I don't know what the situation is at all in Powell County or what led to him doing this, but this isn't going to solve any of our problems, man. What are we doing?
I'm sure there's more of a backstory there, and this is early on in the case, so if there are more updates, and I think there's probably more, I think we will let you know that for sure, especially over on Patreon. But as far as the charges, all right, so terroristic threatening, third degree, that typically involves knowingly making a threat to commit violence with the intent to terrorize someone. So you could imagine if you are one of those people in those offices and you see this, yeah, you're going to feel like you have to look over your back a little bit, over your shoulder. And then there was the intimidating a witness. That that or interfering with law enforcement. So this was something that was not seen as art. This was something that was done to influence or to intimidate officials involved in the legal process, using the official titles in this way and on display kind of gives you the sense that he really wanted them to know that, he's upset with them. So yeah, this is not okay.
And whether this, I hope, I guess, that this was done just to get attention and to, start a conversation about things happening there. I hope this wasn't an actual threat of I'm going to kill these people, but that's exactly legally what it is. So either way, it's terrible. It's not the right thing to do, but I'm going to be honest. I've heard a lot about things happening in other counties and cities. Haven't heard a lot out of Stanford. Is this going to be the beginning of kind of the unraveling of whatever's in their closet?
Golly, man. I mean, it can't be worse than what we've seen, further south in Kentucky. In a way, the reaction from authorities was swift. Powell County Judge Executive Eddie Barnes wasn't one of the officials named on the decorations, but he did respond publicly saying this is something you just don't see every day. He said that he knew Marcum for years, but believed the display was inappropriate, and it was definitely not a way to air grievances. So according to the arrest citation, he had some online rants about being cited for multiple city ordinance violations. Several of those officials that he had labeled in his display were the same people that he had accused online. So yeah, I think there's a lot more going on here, and maybe this guy's just disgruntled, but you never know in this day and age. He could have intended on putting the real life bodies of those people in his yard. Who knows?
We have been known to stick our nose in the middle of whatever news is happening crime-wise. So you want me to take that out?
No.
We're good. So if we hear anything out of Stanton, we will we'll let you guys know. But John, thanks for bringing this one. I saw it online and I knew immediately we would cover it. This was our first opportunity that didn't already have a spot filled. So interested to see how this develops moving forward. We will absolutely be here for that. But for now, this has been a crime story in 10 minutes or less.
Would you like crime with that?
You've listened to True Crimecast, distributed by Stoveleg Media. Check out stoveleg.com to find out more about your hosts and to find other podcasts to listen to. Stoveleg Media, igniting conversation.